Don't let food allergies get in the way of your Valentine's Day celebration. You Eat, I Bake is a gluten-free bakery that offers allergy-friendly desserts.
ABC 15's Minnie Kenseth is live there for us this morning, where the owner is showing us easy ways to make treats with alternative ingredients. Amanda.
Yes, and very exciting too. So there are, oh my gosh, nowadays a lot of people who have food allergies.
Yes, it's very, very prevalent, and I think it just gets more and more. And it's interesting to me the varied amount of things that folks are allergic to. It's not just your typical peanuts and eggs anymore. It's beans, peas, all sorts of things. So here I like to focus on allergen-friendly food so that everybody can have a treat that's safe to eat and won't make them sick.
Yeah, that's really great. And you have, you kind of vary it up to like, each one is here, this doesn't have this doesn't have any of this. And this morning you're teaching us there are actually simple ways that you can tweak your recipes at home to go without some of this stuff.
Yeah, so I was gonna make for you guys, my grandma Jenny used to always make these blondie bars, so like chocolate chip cookie bars, and I have one of her recipes. I actually have it on my wall over there because she taught me how to bake. But I've tweaked it to be gluten-free, vegan, and it's nut-free as well. So, do you want me to tell you about it?
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to making it, yeah.
Sure. So in place of butter, I use organic spectrum shortening. You're probably used to Crisco, that's what we grew up using, but this is a much healthier version. It's a palm fruit version, and it doesn't have all those extra hydrogenated fats in there. So it's much, much better for you. I'm going to use some brown sugar, nothing special about that, right? But in place of eggs, I use flax eggs, which I know this probably looks like some goopy mess. It starts from ground flax meal that you add to water. And in case anybody wants to use it, it's 1 tablespoon of flaxseed to 3 tablespoons of water. You have to make it up a little bit in advance, probably like when you're starting to get everything together, just a few minutes before. And it turns into this like super goo, but it replaces the eggs as the binder. So, and then we'll use some rice flour.
Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much stuff. I didn't even know this stuff existed, but so we're here to learn.
Thank you so much, Amanda. I think this is very important and very exciting to know that something like this exists. As someone with tree nut allergies, I have a nephew who is allergic to pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's
and
tough
he's cautious when
enjoy desserts the same.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know if it has something, it has a trace of something. So even he's alert and was like, can I eat this? I don't know. So to go somewhere and know that yes, you can absolutely eat it is very reassuring. Don't let food allergies get in the way of your Valentine's Day celebration. You Eat, I Bake is a gluten-free bakery that offers allergy-friendly desserts.
ABC 15's Minnie Kenseth is live there for us, where the owner is showing us easy ways to make treats with alternative ingredients. Amanda.
Yes, and I'm learning so much. We're learning about all these alternative ingredients, including sun butter. I've never heard of this before, but it's like peanut butter, but with sunflower seeds, right?
Yeah.
This is so cool. So talk about what you're doing now.
So I'm working on some brownies, which are, it was a tradition, like it's a fudgy brownie, but it always had butter in it and regular cane sugar, and I changed it out so it would be dairy-free and more paleo-friendly. So I use coconut oil in place of the butter, and I use coconut sugar in place of the cane sugar. Now I do use Enjoy Life brand chocolate chips in there because those are free of the top 14 allergens and they're dairy free, but they use a little bit of cane sugar in there. So it's better than it was, like I've made it a little bit better. And then I like to top it at the end with the sun butter, because probably when you were a kid you would have those swirled brownies with the peanut butter swirled in there. So I use the sun butter, and then that way everybody who can't have nuts, as long as you can have coconut, then you can have this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun. So how did you get started in all these, changes to the recipes for allergen friendly?
It was super selfish. My grandma taught me how to bake starting when I was 4, and I've always loved to bake and eat. But in my 30s, kind of everything went a little haywire, so I had to give up gluten and dairy and nuts, even though I'd eaten that my whole life. But I didn't want to stop baking or eating, so I just started following a bunch of food bloggers who baked for allergen-free reasons, to learn about all the ingredients and how, what to use and kind of the science behind it. And then I was like, there has to be a lot more people who can't have stuff. So I started going to the farmer's market and selling things, and I met so many people with so many food issues. And I feel like we should all get to have a treat, especially all the little kiddos who go to birthday parties and watch their friends eat the cake and can't have it. So this way they can have stuff and it be safe, and they're not get sick or need an EpiPen or anything like that afterwards. Because I feel like food should be an includer, not an excluder.
Absolutely. Aw, that makes me happy thinking of all the kids that now can eat some goodies even if they have food allergies.
And ahead of Valentine's, You Eat, I Bake Bakery has recipe ideas for vegans, dairy-free, and keto diets.
Wake up, foodies! A bakery in the Grand Strand is cooking up delicious pastries.
ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth is live at You Eat, I Bake Bakery, learning that a food allergy doesn't have to hold you back.
Yes, and I am so excited because the timer just went off and we are pulling out something delicious.
Here are those sun butter brownies that we made. And see how the sun butter just kind of melts in there just like peanut butter, and you wouldn't even be able to tell a difference.
Yes.
The little bubbles gonna sink.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Yeah. These are really, because they're flourless, they're super fudgy brownie. It's almost like eating the batter. That's why I always like these.
Oh.
Because I'd much rather eat the batter.
Right? I know at home we make cookies because we like the cookie dough and like the brownies, the batter. So this is great. And so many people have peanut allergies. This sun butter is an amazing substitute for that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. As long as you can have sunflower seeds, you can have that, and you don't have to feel like you're missing out. And there's a lot of other peanut-free alternatives that I personally think are not as yummy as the sun butter. So.
Sun butter, put it on your list. And then you also have a bunch of just like easy substitutes for some ingredients that people might be allergic to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use coconut oil for the dairy, but there's lots of things that you can get now that really help you to make those substitutes, and you don't have to miss out. And then you can use your grandma's recipes, or I have a lot of hand-me-down recipes and those like cookbooks that people used to sell and put together that I've switched up so that I can make the things still, but not have all the things in there that I can't eat anymore.
I love that. Yeah, swapping out the ingredients. And like you talked about too with children, you want them to be able to experience the deliciousness sometimes of those desserts.
And we will be checking back in with Amanda here in a little bit to learn more about what other kind of treat alternatives this shop offers.
A bakery along the Grand Strand is cooking up delicious pastries for every type of foodie.
ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth is live at You Eat, I Bake Bakery, learning a food allergy doesn't have to stop you from enjoying desserts.
Yeah, and it certainly doesn't stop the taste because, oh my gosh, Will and I just had a taste test of, what is it, a blondie? How was it, Will? So good, so good. And so these came out of the oven. You're now topping them with some...
Yes, so I like to make them a little extra special, so I just put some icing on there, and these are a very popular treat that people love to come when I have at the bakery, because it's just like a big slice of cookie cake.
And you really have a variety because people have so many different types of food allergies now. You make different things that can kind of fit. And we've been talking through some easy ways people can do that at home too, like swap out, for dairy, swap out coconut.
It's like coconut oil.
I'm trying to remember. What do you do? Okay, coconut oil. Yeah.
I like to use coconut oil, and I, depending on what I'm making, I use the refined version of coconut oil, so it does not taste like coconut. Because a lot of people are worried about that. But I don't want my toast to taste like coconut, so I would use refined coconut oil.
So you put it on your toast too?
Some people do. I have, but I've also found at home I'll use some other things that I don't use at the bakery because it's not quite safe enough for folks at the bakery because of the different ingredients in there. But like I like Earth's Balance butter. I use that at home. There's so many different kinds. There's a lot that are made from oat flour or oats and nuts and things. Of course, I can't use those here, but so there's so many options that you don't have to be held back.
Right, you can swap things out with the recipe, and I love you did it because some of your favorite memories when you were a child was, you know, baking with Grandma, and you have her recipes and you swap out the stuff now, so you can kind of keep that alive with your kids.
Yes, definitely. And it feels like she's still with me that way.
Yes,
so.
that she is. Thank you, Grandma. These are delicious. And now, man, I gotta go. And in case you missed it, you use sun butter instead of peanut butter for the brownies. I've been looking forward to these all morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Literally anything with whipped cream icing is my jam.
Yeah, and brownies, that's kind of like the perfect treat to put substitutes in
So good.
without being a huge difference.
Yeah, love it.